Hi, everybody. This is Gary Dean, and this is our nightly video report for Thursday, September 1st, 2016. I'm really begging, praying that this is going to end. It's exhausting to watch. We are going a million miles an hour nowhere. And that is what I mean by that is we're just getting these big moves up and down. So it's a lot of point moves. And if you're day trading, it's a dream. But if you're trying to position trade either to the upside or to the downside, you're just utterly frustrated because it's the same thing every single day. It's selling followed by buying, and then from once we get into the resistance, selling hits again. So the one thing that the takeaway is that right now we've been making lower lows and lower highs. So that by definition we are in some kind of downtrend. Where I don't even, we're pretty neutral on all of our indicators. You can see the rate of change is kind of flatlined. But the daily chart is really what is, what should be concerning, because you have your, these bearish divergences and very, very overbought levels, along with sentiment that has, kind of is skyrocketed to levels that, it has not even been seen before. So this is, the pattern. Are we, in here? Possibly. We kind of have to just wait and see. I really thought that once we broke through these lows, that the next stop was a bare minimum was going to come down to this this support level here, which is the 2146. But you can see the pivot right there. We had the buyers, and they just continued to buy the entire day. So this does look like it's a rounding top. We do know that the pattern that it's in right now is this, just massive reverse symmetrical triangle. And the issue is if this pattern is what is in play, it's coming down. So the thing is that the longer they take to come down, the further the drop is going to be. Now, of course, we don't know if this is the pattern that's in play, but it's something that we want to keep an eye on. So we have the 5 waves up. That's a given right there. That would be looking for a deeper pullback than what we've seen. We just haven't seen anything. No follow through on the upside or the downside, and that's why I'm saying it's really frustrating to watch this and try to have to figure out what you're going to talk about, because we've really gone nowhere for so long. So hopefully after everyone gets home from the long Labor Day weekend, maybe that's what's going to trigger some volatility or just some follow through to either side, because like I said, it's pretty frustrating to watch overall. So you can see we did have some bullish divergences on the 5-minute chart. That was, and all this entire move was, if you look from the lows at the 2156, it was kind of bouncing around, came back down, and it was within a 10-minute time frame that we saw the S&P go from 2060 all the way up to the 68, and it just kind of went straight up. So we had the end of day kind of push up to what they've always done, and like I said, the market's been really, really, really predictable, and they've been playing this, running the same play over and over, and eventually that play is not going to work. But so far it has, and like I said, I'm really, really hoping that we have some volatility or just some follow through that kicks in, after the long Labor Day weekend. So that's pretty much all I have. I'll have some morning notes out tomorrow, and then I'm probably going to be heading down to the beach a little bit early just to beat the traffic. And honestly, there's really nothing to watch on this market anyway. So with that, enjoy your long weekend, and I will talk to you guys next week.